Hello and welcome. Please just take the time to get yourself ready and comfortable for our practice, gathering any necessary props or support, making any gentle modifications to your physical environment, tuning in to what the body requires in terms of posture, whether you want to be seated or fully reclined. Just as you've adopted a posture that feels suitable and supportive, just invite a little bit of length into the spine, nothing drastic, as you create ease as well through the jaw and the shoulders, the belly and the glutes. Awake and open as you invite your eyes to just gradually slip to a close, knowing that at any point within this practice, you're welcome to open the eyes. I just encourage you to hold a soft gaze looking down. So as the eyes slowly close, maybe we can notice that transition of focus where you're shifting from the external to the internal, bringing awareness to the natural breath, noticing the rhythm of your own breath and its ability to self-regulate through inhale and exhale, an experience of expansion and contraction. Nothing forced. You're just simply welcoming yourself here into this space, into the practice, and most importantly, into this moment. And so as you breathe your way into the here and now, I'd like to open our practice with a piece from the poet Joy Harjo. This poem is called "For Calling the Spirit Back from Wandering the Earth in Its Human Feet." Put down that bag of potato chips, that white bread, that bottle of pop. Turn off that cell phone, computer, and remote control. Open the door, then close it behind you. Take a breath offered by friendly winds. They travel the earth, gathering essences of plants to clean. Give it back with gratitude. If you sing, it will give your spirit lift to fly to the stars' ears and back. Acknowledge this earth who has cared for you since you were a dream, planting itself precisely within your parents' desire. Let your moccasin feet take you to the encampment of the guardians who have known you before time, who will be there after time. They sit before the fire that has been there without time. Let the earth stabilize your post-colonial insecure jitters. Be respectful of the small insects, birds, and animal people who accompany you. Ask their forgiveness for the harm we humans have brought down upon them. Don't worry, the heart knows the way, though there may be high rises, interstates, checkpoints, armed soldiers, massacres, wars, and those who will despise you because they despise themselves. The journey might take you a few hours, a day, a year, a few years, 100, 1,000, or even more. Watch your mind. Without training, it might run away and leave your heart for the immense human feast set by the thieves of time. Do not hold regrets. When you find your way to the circle, to the fire kept burning by the keepers of your soul, you will be welcomed. You must clean yourself with cedar, sage, or other healing plant. Cut the ties you have to failure and shame. Let go the pain you are holding in your mind, your shoulders, your heart, all the way to your feet. Let go the pain of your ancestors to make way for those who are heading in our direction. Ask for forgiveness. Call upon the help of those who love you. These helpers take many forms: animal, element, bird, angel, saint, stone, or ancestor. Call your spirit back. It may be caught in corners and creases of shame, judgment, and human abuse. You must call in a way that your spirit will want to return. Speak to it as you would to a beloved child. Welcome your spirit back from its wandering. It may return in pieces, in tatters. Gather them together. They will be happy to be found after being lost for so long. Your spirit will need to sleep a while after it is bathed and given clean clothes. Now you can have a party. Invite everyone you know who loves and supports you. Keep room for those who have no place else to go. Make a giveaway, and remember, keep the speeches short. Then you must do this. Help the next person find their way through the dark. So just taking a few moments here together in silence, letting those words just fall and be digested in a helpful way. Of course, nothing forced, just seeing how they land for you, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Perhaps that opening poem has created a sense of reflection, curiosity, or inquiry, which is where I hope that we can go in this time together. So we'll just continue to rest here, awake in awareness, and let's allow ourselves to be held by inquiry and continue to be soothed and companioned by breath. And so every few moments, you'll just hear my voice return, offering a new inquiry. But I just encourage you to allow the process to be natural and organic. Let's soften our grip of expectation. No need to manipulate an experience. Just open and receive. See what surfaces in this space of compassionate curiosity. What can you put down for the duration of this practice? What is asking for forgiveness? What is it within that you can acknowledge? What can you give consent to? An allowing of a particular experience, whether that's physically, mentally, or emotionally. There's space for this too. How can you open to love in this space? What gesture can you make so that you remember you are lovable? Let that jaw unclench, the tongue relax. Breathe and be with the inquiry. How can you offer this space of grace to others today? How can you call your own spirit back? So very gradually, just allow the inquiry to dissolve. Gently reconnect awareness to that breath, riding that wave of inhale and exhale. As you take a few moments to scan the entirety of your own inner landscape, acknowledging any shift, sensing any familiar sensation or energy. Being a kind and tender observer to what is here and true. As we now prepare to end this formal practice together, I'd like to offer us a little bit of truth that will hopefully companion all of us as a reflection as we move through the day and this next week. These words come from the Dalai Lama. There are only 2 days in the year that nothing can be done. One is called yesterday, and the other is called tomorrow. So today is the right day to love, believe, do, and mostly live. My hope for you and for all of us is that we live in such a way that is open, that is curious, and that is inviting to our own spirit. Because as Joy reminded us at the beginning in that opening poem, when we live from a place that has our own spirit, we can then help the next person find their way through their darkness. I thank you so much for being here. May the rest of your day have light, ease, and expansion. Until next time, stay well.